Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm going to give it 3 seconds. I'm going to give it 3 seconds before I start talking. Wait for me after the 30. I'll be back, y'all. What's going on, people, on this beautiful Monday morning where my ass is running late as usual? And when I say running late, I mean I just go in kind of when I go in. But what's everybody up to? I was hey, my 2 cents, JLC love. You know what, JLC? I just love me some JLC. My 2 cents. I've always seen you as a supporter, and I really appreciate that you being here. Y'all keep it real, and I value that. Cause you watch how people move, and I was watching YouTube, listening to it this morning when I woke up at 6 o'clock. It's 8:17 here in Houston. I woke up. My alarm went off at 6. I hit it the maximum amount of times I can hit it. I have it set to 3 times. I hit my alarm 3 times. Yes, I did. Then I heard Kai whining, and I went and let him out to use the bathroom and feed him. I looked up; it was about 7:30, which means I am paying to park in the garage today because I don't want to park at the damn parking lot and waste another 10 minutes to get to work. Uh, hey, Lindsay says, Scarlett, good morning. Nicole Goddess. Uh, y'all, I was listening to Rico's apology to Honest Row, and I respect that. But I'm just gonna say this, Rico, you can't keep doing the same thing and saying you want to apologize. I applaud you for apologizing to that man because he had nothing to do with it. And every time, Rico, I always keep it real with you. I don't get on people's platforms talking about you, Rico. But do I be in chats and they start talking about you? Yes, I do. But again, I don't ever bash you because I don't see you as a person that's inherently nasty. Are you reactionary at your own detriment? Yes. Yes, Rico, you react. And I was listening to you talk the other day about your uncle, and you had told that. I remember you telling that story before. Um, I have a family member that's in prison for something very similar to that. He messed around with a young girl, and the girl was like 14, but she was built like a brick house, lied to him about her age. He messed around with her. Her mother found out, and her mother was one of those Holy Ghost sanctified type of church mothers, and she pressed charges on him. And y'all, people are quick to say, why did he sleep with that young girl? He should have known better. Y'all know these little fast tail ass girls are getting out there and they like older guys and they look like they're grown women. And how many times do you meet someone and you ask them for their ID? If we're keeping it real, when you were in your 20s and you met someone and they looked like they were your age, you didn't ask for their ID to see how old they were. Girls sneaking in clubs. You're thinking that they've given their ID, showed their ID. You hook up with this girl, it's turning out she's 16, but her ass snuck in there using her sister's ID or other family member that she resembled a little. Hell, I used to go to when I went to the gay club, my first gay club, and you had to be 21, I used my uncle's ID because we looked a lot alike, and white people were at the door. And white people think we all look like we're Asian people. They all say that, how people say Asians look alike. Well, white people say that all blacks look alike. And I'm like, it's funny because I would use my uncle's ID. And my uncle is like red skin. He's like they used to call him Dirty Red. And I'm clearly a caramel paper stack peanut butter brown. So I would still use his ID and they wouldn't know the difference. And my uncle is like 3 years older than me. So, oh, this man is outside pissing. Or this early in the morning, y'all. I'm downtown. This guy is pissing. Now, if you're going to pull your dick out and piss, why are you pulling this little old shrivel up acorn out and pissing? Didn't have no girth to it, y'all. It looked like a piece of shrivel up beef jerky. But anyway, hey, Mahari. Good morning. Hey, Stephanie D. But the thing is, Rico gave his apology, and he told some backstory that people hadn't heard before. And I remember Rico saying his uncle would do shit, and they would tell him about doing stuff, and he would still do it, and he would get himself in trouble. Rico, sometimes we can see things in others that we don't see in ourselves. We can see things that are definitely a picture, a mirror image of us, but we can't see it when we're doing the exact same thing. And I just say this to Rico is, you're just like your uncle, Rico. And I know you're very aware of certain things. And I am a supporter of Rico. And I'm not coming on here to bash Rico or anything like that. This is just me speaking to a brother. And y'all notice I didn't say no little brother. I said a brother. Because we're around the same age practically, maybe a few months apart. But the thing is, I come on here talking with Rico because there are certain characteristics. I have my flaws as well. Y'all look at me and y'all think I'm sweet and innocent and virgin-like. And I'm not those things sometimes. Hey, Q Robinson, wifey, that's my wifey. She a top. She a versatile top. But I hey, Sheila E. Oh, really? Sheila E., you know what, damn it? Yeah, it was two coworkers of mine. We were all in the cafeteria, and an old coworker of mine came down there, and I said, "These are my new coworkers." I said, "They look up to me as a role model," and you know them motherfuckers gonna say, "No, we don't. Hell no." I said, "You no good motherfuckers." But oh, y'all, it's depressing, y'all, when I drive through downtown Houston, because you see people sleeping under boxes and, you know, laid up against buildings. I got to see I got to see a very erotic sight the other day. There was a man butt-ass naked by the hospital, sleep on the ground. You know how when people go to, like, the county hospital and they're homeless, they give them, like, this little blue thing to put on? Oh, shit. Why am I? Okay. I did a wrong turn because I'm trying to park in the garage, and I'm driving like I'm getting on the damn freeway to park at the parking lot. But so the guy's little blue thing came up off of him, and he was at the hospital, y'all, in a little nook that everybody walked by, butt ass naked. Naked as a jaybird. I saw all his gray pubic hairs. It looked like a damn baby possum was sitting on his lap. But I said that hey T Danielle, with your messy ass, you get on my nerves. But yeah, you do realize how blessed you are, and seeing that kind of stuff, and it's eye opening, and it just makes you aware of there are people out there that are living, surviving, barely surviving, living out in the elements. Hell, it's been cold here, and they just sleeping out the hell. And I get fussy about the damn temperature at the house. I be putting this shit like on 75, 76, spoiled. We're spoiled a lot of times. And but I just say that, going back to what I was initially talking about, um, we're not aware of things that we do. And I think Rico doing his mashup and how he's really computer savvy. I'm not gonna take that away from that man. But I just want Rico, don't just be so sensitive and reactionary. You know, when you're reactionary and you just don't care who you throw under the bus, I'm mad at this person, so I pull other people out. And when you showed your correspondence with Ron P. and Honest Row, um, it was like, I'm mad, so everybody has to, everybody gets it. You're just a, what's the word? You just, you're getting, the word I'm trying to come up. It's up the tip of my tongue. Like you're a casualty of war, but it's another term that's used. But collateral damage. You're collateral damage. And Eureka, you apologizing, I respect that. But even when I was saying with me, I have faults of my family. Some of my family's quick tempered. And maybe y'all don't know that, but I was so quick tempered and quick to fight. Quick to fight. I remember I was beating this boy ass at the club that tried to fuck with me. And I was missing my ID. And these queens, back in the days, the queens would write checks and shit. And I spent the night at a friend's house and he had friends there. And my ID came up missing. This bitch had stole my ID and was going to get some fucking checks in my name. Baby, I reported that ID stolen, but when I was over there and I confronted him, he lied about it, but 2 other people told me he did it. I'm at the club and he tried to say, don't be lying on me, came in my face. It was no word to be spoken. Oh, bitch, we finna go. Baby, this bitch, y'all, I'm 5'7", and was at that time maybe like 130. This guy was like 6 foot. I balled that bitch up. I'm rough. When it comes, y'all look at me and see me as polished and classic. I have classic good looks, and I'm very, who am I kidding? But I balled this bitch up on the ground, and I was laying into that bitch. Me 5'7", this bitch 6 foot. I balled that bitch up on that ground and was wailing on that bitch. His friend came behind me and kicked me in the back. I jumped up, bitch, and pulled the box cutter out of my fucking sock. Bitch, listen, you big old bitches both bigger than me and you trying to jump me? Now the other one, I got his ass when I caught him by himself at the club and whooped his ass. And I say this to say I could have went to jail for that shit. But my father's not like that. My grandfather, my mother was a fighter. I saw her whoop my cousin hoish ass. And I love my cousin to this day, but you a hoe. You fucked about 3 family members' husbands. But I had to learn not to be like that because my family, again, a lot of them are quick tempered. And I have to always tell my brother will give you his last. But he's one of those people, like, he's a road rage driver. He'll cuss a bitch out driving quick. And I have to tell him, bro, you got to chill out with that. With your job, you can't be doing all that. And I noticed, you know what? What, T. Daniel? But Rico, I say that you were a big man for apologizing. Just don't keep doing stuff that you always have to constantly apologize for. And I don't see you apologizing a lot. I'm just saying, just be aware when you do get pissed off at someone, think it through before you react. You know, and I like me some Honest Row. And then you had those people, the Honest Row had never done anything to them, and they're talking about what the man looked like, and all that. Now, did I want to see what Honest Row dick looked like? I wanted to see. I was curious because most guys that wear glasses have uncut fat pieces. But I hope that picture doesn't come out. I hope no one sends it to darksunx1x at yahoo.com. No, but well, Rico, I appreciate that. But Rico, you know what? I have nothing but love for you. And I want you to succeed and be your best. Just don't fall. And I see a lot of things. Rico, you are someone that's in my family. I see a lot of things you do are family members. My cousin right now is wandering the streets of Houston. My gay cousin. My cousin could dance. He was an attractive guy, but he fucked with them drugs. Y'all, my cousin and me were about the same color. Now you see him, he's dark. He's a darker color because he's been out there in that damn sun and getting high, and then he had some problems with his kidneys. And when he did the dialysis made him darker. And after doing the fucking drugs, my family has issues with alcoholism. I grew up around people that were alcoholics, some of them. Now, a lot of my aunts and uncles barely drink now. But as a kid, I would see grown ups drunk. I would be sneaking the damn beer. Me and my cousins would go and grab my grandmother's beer and run outside the house and drink it. If I tell you I hate the taste of beer to this day, I don't like how beer tastes. And we used to do that because the grown-ups would be so drunk, they couldn't watch us kids. They fall out. We get their liquor, drinking it. And I knew then that I had a predisposition for alcohol. I could get drunk. If I wanted to, I could become an alcoholic quick because of my genetics. And people be like, no, I don't believe that. But American Indians have a problem. They can't process alcohol like other people, other races. You go to those reservations, it's a lot of drug use, alcoholism, because their body it's something about what the alcohol makeup is something that they can't process. So alcohol gets them fucked up more than anyone else. But okay, hold on, the sun is so damn bright. Little girl, you walk across the street, it's bright, girl. You get bumped, I'm gonna hit this corner and be gone. I'm gonna go in the opposite direction. But we got to be aware and just take accountability. And I had to learn that. I was selfish. Oh shit. I was selfish with guys. I used to be, when I would date guys, I made it about me. And that wasn't right. That was a character. Hold on, let me get this ticket, y'all. Hold on. I made it about me. And my temper, when I was dating guys, baby, I wouldn't fight on anyone. Listen, I wasn't gonna hit because my grandfather was an asshole to my grandmother, and he was a woman beater. And I grew up, my uncles jumping on their girlfriends and shit because they picked that shit up from their daddy. I said I would never put my hands on anyone unless they put their hands on me. Now, bitch, put your hands on me, we're going to tear this shit up. But I learned you don't even have to do that. Just fuck their boyfriend, and that'll get them. You can get them back by doing that. You don't have to touch a bit. But I hold on. Hey, Mr. Warner. Uh, but I learned, yeah, I'm gonna be getting my ass to work at about 8:45. I said I'll be in at 8 o'clock. Lady, why are you trying to park this big ass GMC SUV into this compact parking area? And then your car, you can barely open your damn door now trying to park. Yeah, I wish I could show y'all this picture. Okay, y'all, let me show y'all something. Hold on. No, I ain't gonna show this woman because I don't want y'all to see her license plate. But sis, you sis, what? Girl, what are you doing? Oh my God, y'all! If y'all would have saw this dumb heifer, she got a big GMC SUV, and you trying to park it, y'all? She can't open a damn door. She can't open a door. But um, I definitely I listened to that, and I hadn't seen Honest Road video, Rico, but when I watched it, I did watch it after hearing your apology. I was like, I didn't know what happened. I have, I told people I have a family member right now that's transitioning. And again, when I say transitioning, I'm not saying in a couple of months you're going to have titties and a vagina. What I'm saying is the family member is transitioning, he's passing away. And I've been dealing with that. Okay, the park here. And that's I didn't have a particular. Let me say this, y'all. I didn't have a particularly close relation. I wasn't close with the person that's passing away, but my family was. And when my family is hurting, I'm there for them, and I am in support. So going through that, I hadn't been on YouTube a lot. Um, and hold on, what is it? You know what? Y'all, Lynn T is frozen. I don't know what the hell is frozen. I touched on your comment and it just stayed locked. Um, that ain't none but the Lord. Hey, Miss New. Um, but yeah, let me get off this phone so I can walk in here. I sit up. I'm drinking this last of this Dr. Pepper. I had stopped drinking sodas. I swore off of sodas, but I saw these little miniature Dr. Peppers with cream soda. I had to get them. They're miniature. Does that still count? But Rico, it's just like, oh, I think my goal is to be better than I was today. The queen back in the day went out. The queen made me ass. Instead of beating a bitch ass, I see with their boyfriend. And I didn't do it a lot, y'all. It wasn't like I said 5 or 6 people boyfriend. It didn't happen like that. And it was every week, every month. But they're reacting. Like, yeah, he may love gorilla face bitch, but I don't like you. And I did it. Then I went through periods of celibacy. A week here, 2 days here and there. Celibacy, it varies. Right now I'm celibate. You gave up your sodas for Lent. I gave up my snooch for Lent. But I gave, y'all be laughing my ass off when Brian be talking. Brian is on right here. Shout out to Brian. Brian will burp. That could be funny to me. Celibacy. Y'all listen, celibacy may be a year for some people. Thank you, sir. Hey, Sarkonis. Celibacy may be a week. But I've been celibacy. I can't even say the damn word right now. I've been celibate right now for, I'm trying to think. It's been so long, like 8 days. Wait, what's it? 8 days? Yes, 7 days. See that, Lindy, you let T damn do the thing. Wait, what's that? Damn. I thought that was T damn. Lynn T, really? Probably on the sun day. I be doing my way. When I think of then I think of mud. Shout out to Brian. Brian be coming up with some little ditties. But again, 7 hours, no, 5 years. Down here, 5 years. Years. Does that cover anything? Yeah, let me go in here. I'm gonna be walking my ass. I walk into my job like my father is the owner of the hospital. Oh, okay, y'all, because I'm in the garage. Yeah, hey S Dukes, I'm in the garage and it's kind of iffy over here. Like Tracy's internet. Let me go and get out of here. Thank you guys for coming through, and y'all pray for my celibacy.